that, kept my boat safe and did not rock it with any waves, for the perilous water that sits outside of the harbor, because that's where I could grow, and in that growth feel fulfilled.
How did you get to the point of feeling comfortable or open to that uncertainty? Because you're going from a very certain role. I'm sure you had another promotion coming up or another journey. How did you open yourself up to the fact that there was some new uncertainty, new skills you'd have to learn, wouldn't be selling Avengers anymore? Like, that sounds like an uncertain step.
It was uncertain.
To some degree.
Now, here's the thing. It was uncertain. My wife has had a couple of big books in the last of hers, right?
Incredible, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah. And before Girl Wash Your Face came out, we made this choice. So as much as I'd read the book, I had a sense of what I believed its impact could be. I could have never captured what its impact would actually be. But she'd spent a long time working on building a company that was at a tipping point that she knew she needed to bring an operator in to offset some of what she brings as a visionary creator. And I happened to possess skills as a practical, pragmatic operator that it was either me or someone else that might come in. And considering that I had really had this light bulb go off, man, you're not currently in a position to grow, and you don't know how to do any of the things that you'd be doing in this future with your wife. You don't know how to work together. You don't know how to work outside of a corporate environment. You don't know how to work on a team of 6 people. My team was 1,000 in 72 countries, right? I didn't know how to do any of it. And that thing was frightening. That's scary. I don't know how to do it. But I just come to this appreciation that if I didn't go do something I didn't know how to do, that I could fail at, that I would not be able to generate the fulfillment that I was looking for. I could make mistakes at the Walt Disney Company, but on the whole, I was not in a position to fail because the slate, the team, and the leadership was just too good. Being in a position where you can fail is a requisite. It's a prerequisite for you actually being able to grow, and in that growth being able to be fulfilled. If you don't have that growth, it's just an impossibility. So when I was faced with stay stuck, don't grow, be unfulfilled, or take a chance, it actually ended up not being that hard of a choice because I had the rest of my life to fully live into this potential. And if I didn't move then, I don't know that I would have ever moved.
When my friends ask me what's the one thing they can do to stay healthy and improve their overall sense of well-being, I always have 2 suggestions. Work out more and take athletic greens. I've grown to truly enjoy this supplement more and more with each use. There's simply no one size fits all when it comes to supplements, but I do believe there is a great supplement, and that is athletic greens. I can't stop recommending it to everyone I know because I feel like it's one of the world's best kept secrets for your health. My friends always get back to me with great feedback, so that's why I'm telling you to jump on Athletic Greens train. It's the only supplement I take on the daily and actually feel better within minutes of having it. They're no fluff and pack a powerful punch of health. If you had to only get one supplement in during your day, Athletic Greens is the one to grab. If you want to boost your energy, strengthen your immune system, or support gut health, this is for you. With 75 vitamins, vegan-friendly minerals, and whole food source ingredients, plus the antioxidant equivalent of 12 servings of fruit and veg, I'm confident you couldn't find more comprehensive nutrition in one supplement. Don't just take my word for it. Many of the world's top performers, entrepreneurs, athletes, and Olympians trust this brand. The packaging is premium and simple. I enjoy the travel packs, which allow me to take one right after my morning workout and when I am on the go, when we used to go outdoors. You'll feel great mentally and physically the whole day after taking it. No weird stomach pains or digestive issues. This year, be sure to focus on your immunity, energy, and gut health. Athletic Greens all the way. Whether you're taking a step towards a healthier lifestyle or you're an athlete pushing for better performance, Athletic Greens takes the guesswork out of everyday good health. Why not just try it? Jump over to athleticgreens.com/purpose and claim my special offer today. 20 free travel packs valued at $79 with your first purchase. That's athleticgreens.com/purpose.
That's amazing. That's insane. I feel like for so many people, it takes a lot of courage to do that. And we gotta, regardless of what had been built and what had already worked, it still takes so much. And I don't think that should be underestimated.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I will say this. What's interesting is people assume that it takes a lot of courage often because of what other people who are watching will think of your decision to do something that lives outside of the construct of value that they've created, right? Every person that worked at the company, the team that had, been working with me for the 7 years of the 17, it didn't make sense to them. Because to a person on my team, they were working toward my job, and the idea that I'd leave it voluntarily didn't make sense, right? So the courage, the bravery in part is because of the weight that we often afford to what other people are thinking about our departing from their set of values or the construct that they've built. And the gift in this is that no one was thinking about me. And I say that in no way that indicts any of them. They are human like you, Jay, are, and that like I am. We have a primary instinct to be considerate of ourselves.
Yes.
And they do too. And in the book, I talk about a story where I'd concocted this conspiracy theory that they were told to not get back in touch with me after I left for the time that went by when I didn't hear from people. And there was no conspiracy theory.
All right.
They were busy working on their lives, their things at work. And it's, there's a weird part of ego that needs to feel like we'd be missed, that everything would crumble around us.
Yeah.
And the gift in knowing that it won't, as much as it may be hard to stomach, is freeing.
Yeah.
I can go do anything now.
Yes.
And failure as a thing that maybe I wouldn't have run toward because of the worry of what they were thinking, keeping me from charging toward it, is now eliminated as a barrier because they're not even watching.
Totally. Absolutely. You're spot on. Who was it? I don't want to get this wrong, but I think it was Roosevelt. He said it best. It was like, if you're caring, you'd stop caring about how often you think people think about you because of how seldom they actually do.
If you knew how little they do.
Yeah, if they knew how little they
right?
do. And it's like, people are not thinking about us as much as we think they are.
It's so
When
real.
we walk into a party, we're just like, it's like all eyes on me. We think that, right? We think that all cameras on me, all eyes on me, but actually it's not that.
It's not.
It's not. Most people are looking at themselves the
Yeah.
whole time.
It doesn't, and again, it doesn't take anything away from the people that
Correct. Yeah,
you
totally.
love or crave love from.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's just a reflection of their humanity.
So
and
true.
once you can connect to that, the way that you run towards trying things that you inevitably will not be great at completely changes. I mean, I've really, in this role, the last 2 years of working with my wife and trying to scale a company, I've had to attach myself to the people I respect most and their stories of failure, because there isn't a single one of them that is standing on top of something I admire, and that thing they're standing on isn't a bunch of learning that came out of a bunch of failures. And so normalizing that the price of entry, the cost of the thing we're trying to build, is normalizing failure as an opportunity for data has really, and trust me, it has worked against every ounce of muscle that I've ever had. I've been way more fixed mindset oriented and trying to avoid failure than running toward it. But I'm now working not in a corporate environment, but more of a startup environment where the only way we'll grow is trying things that won't work when we first try them so we can become better in learning.